Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammed and I am from the Shah School at Islamabad campus. As, so is my new home, today my new Maya. Uh, to let's start.
Hey, Chaudhry Hamid Ali, good to hear from you.
Hello, Maya. Can
What's going on? You don't know what? Is there something you're trying to figure out, or are you just checking if I can hear you clearly? The
you?
connection seems a bit wonky on. Okay, got it. Sounds like we might be having some trouble with the audio. Can you try speaking a little slower or clearer? Maybe we can work through whatever you're thinking about, even if it's just a general topic you want to chat about.
Okay, Maya. My first question is, what does the word hello mean?
That's a good question. Hello actually has a pretty interesting history. It popped up around the 1870s, right when the telephone was becoming a thing. Thomas Edison gets a lot of credit for popularizing it, though the exact origins are debated. Some people think it comes from older words like hello or even Old High German and Norse roots. It's funny how something so basic has such an interesting background.
Okay, my next question is, when did people start using hello?
Um, That's tricky, actually. Hello wasn't really used in printed materials much before the telephone came around. So, when telephones started getting popular in the late 1870s, newspapers started writing about it and using it when writing out telephone conversations. But before then, you wouldn't have found hello in books or official writing very often. Before,
Okay, my next question is, how invented the word hello?
well, figuring out exactly who invented hello is surprisingly complex. It wasn't like one person sat down and created it out of thin air. Most evidence points to Thomas Edison making it popular as the standard greeting when answering the phone, but it likely evolved from words like hello, which already existed. Early versions popped up in hunting calls and ship greetings before telephone usage. Edison is credited with standardizing the phrase, but there isn't an inventor in the traditional sense. How do you feel about that answer? Time, no pressure at all.
Okay. My next question is, was hello always used as a greeting?
No, actually, hello didn't start out as just a greeting. It had different uses before. Originally, words like hollow were used as hunting calls, like when someone was tracking or signaling a hunt. It also showed up. I'll tell you that that's an interesting way to put it. What do you mean by that? Did you hear the clock or are you talking about something else? I'm just trying to understand what you meant by I could hear the time.
Okay, my next question is, uh, what word were used before hello?
Before took over as these. That's good to know. What specifically did you want to know about what people used before hello was common? There was quite a range of options back then. Okay, sounds good. What's your next question?
My next question is, what?
I'm listening.
Question is,
You
is
asked
hello
about,
used in all countries?
okay. Uh-huh. I'm not quite sure what your question is. It seems we're having trouble with the audio. Can you try saying it slower?
Okay, my next question is, why is hello important in communication?
You said your next question is something important about communication. Could you repeat that part about what's actually the question you're asking? We're working through some audio issues here.
Okay, my next question is where is hello important in sorry, what is the difference between hello and hi?
Good question. Hi is actually a more recent version. It came about as a shortened version of hello in the 20th century, around the 1900s. Hello feels a bit more formal. You'd use it with people you don't know well or in business settings, maybe. Hi is super casual, what you'd say to friends or people you're close to. I'm not catching what you said there. Could you repeat that part?
Okay, my next question is can hello be used in formal situations?
Yeah, absolutely. Hello is totally fine for formal situations. In fact, it's probably preferred over hi if you're meeting someone for the first time or if you want to show extra respect. It's more professional sounding. But these days, especially with closer work relationships, a lot of people use hi as well. What are you thinking about using it for specifically?
Okay, my next question is hello considered polite?
Hmm. I'm a little unclear what you were asking about hello and politeness. Could you say that again?
Okay, my next question is how did people grade each other in continue Maya?
Could you repeat your question again? Um, trouble following.
Okay, my
Could you start
my question
with that?
is
So, okay, we're getting some messy audio today. Oh, you're asking if hello is considered polite? Yes. Hello is generally considered very polite. It's standard in formal situations and shows respect. You wouldn't really go wrong using hello when you want to be polite, whether to strangers or people you know well. Does that make sense?
okay, my next question is how did people create each other in ancient time?
I think there might be some garbling with the audio. It's hard to follow what you're asking about creating people and sitting in time. Or could you try phrasing that differently or breaking it into smaller pieces? The audio quality is pretty choppy, and I want to make sure I understand your question.
Okay, my next question is was hello used in medieval times?
Let me quickly double check how greetings worked. So, hello, as we know, it wasn't around in medieval times. It actually became popular way later when the telephone came about in the late 1800s. People mostly used greetings like good morning back then. The word did come from older. Why wasn't it used back then?
Okay, my next question was hello used in medieval times? Continue my
Continue?
yes.
Can you try saying that question a little clearer for me? I'm the farmer, what do you mean? I might need you to type out what you mean for me to understand better, since there's a lot of confusion with the audio today.
Okay, my next question is did the different culture influence the world? Hello.
I'm just checking something real quick. One moment. Different cultures use all sorts of greetings that show respect, friendship, or just acknowledgement, way beyond just hello. Japan has bowing. India uses namaste with a gentle bow. France does cheek kisses. Maori and New Zealand bump noses together. Hello isn't universal. Each culture has their own way of showing they acknowledge and welcome you. What culture specifically were you curious about?
Okay, my next question is what greeting was common in Old English?
Let me do a quick check. Yeah, the word greeting has actually been around for a while. It goes way back to Old English. It comes from greetin, which meant much more than just saying hi. It also meant things like touching or even attacking. So the word's always been about making some kind of contact, but it's evolved to become more about being friendly and welcoming over time.
Okay, my next question is what greeting was how did greeting defend in early Socrates?
I'm really struggling to catch what you're trying to ask. The audio's really breaking up. Could you try writing out your question instead? I'd love to help if I can just get clear on what you're asking about.
Okay, my next question is what is the origin of greeting words in general?
One moment while I look that up. Greeting words have actually really diverse backgrounds. They started from different things depending on the language. Like hello is newer and comes from calling out to someone. Others are like wishing good health or peace. Bonjour means good day. Shalom means peace. So the original intentions were pretty different depending on where it comes from.
Okay, my next question is did greeting have social importance in history?
Let me check that out. Definitely, greetings have always been huge socially. They've been about survival, like letting someone know you're unarmed so they don't attack you. But they also showed respect, status, and culture. Different cultures have different styles too. Japanese bowing or Maori pressing foreheads together. And handshakes actually started back in ancient Greece when people showed they weren't carrying weapons. So greetings aren't just niceties, they really built trust.
Okay, my next question is how popular is the hello on the telephone?
Let me grab the info on that. Actually, hello became popular with the telephone because of Thomas Edison. The inventor of the phone originally wanted people to say ahoy, but Edison pushed for hello, thought it sounded more professional. It worked because pretty soon they were calling phone operators hello girls. It all happened in the 1880s.
Okay, my next question is how did the invention of the telephone change greeting?
Let me find that for you. Okay. So before the telephone, people didn't really use hello much. They said more formal things, good morning, stuff like that. But when the phone came along, Alexander Graham Bell actually preferred saying ahoy when answering, but Edison thought hello was clearer. Guess Edison won, since hello took off as the standard way to pick up the phone. Over time, it just became how people say hi in everyday life, too.
Okay, my next question is uh, why was hello used when and wearing phones?
I'm not quite following what you mean with wedding phones. Could you clarify what that part refers to?
Okay, my next question is what creating it did some people prefer instead of hello?
Ooh, got it. You wanted to know what greetings people used before hello on the phone? Alexander Graham Bell, who invented the telephone, actually preferred ahoy, like sailors would say. So ahoy was a thing for a bit before Edison invented it.
Okay, my next question is uh, how did early telephone user greet each other?
Let me look up how people greeted each other at the time. Early telephone users actually used ahoy at first. That's what Alexander Graham Bell wanted them to say. But Thomas Edison pushed for hello instead, and that became the standard pretty quickly. Hello wasn't a common greeting before the phone. It was more like an exclamation to grab someone's attention.
Okay, my next question is what did inventors suggest as a
What's your next question?
my question is
I'm a bit unsure. Are you asking about what inventors? Go ahead, I'm listening.
what did inventors suggest as a greeting?
Alexander Graham Bell, who invented the telephone, actually suggested people say ahoy, like a nautical greeting, if you've ever heard sailors call out. But Thomas Edison stepped in and said hello would be better, and that's what stuck instead.
Okay, my next question is how did technology influence language?
Let me take a look. Technology has definitely changed how we talk. It made communication faster with stuff like text abbreviations and emojis, but also introduced whole new words like internet and email to our vocabularies. There's some worry that relying on autocorrect and writing informally all the time might actually affect our language skills too. Plus, too much screen time can delay speech development in kids.
Okay, my next question is hello still the most common phone greeting?
Um, just checking on that one real quick. Yep, hello is still super common when you pick up the phone. It's considered standard in everyday and business calls. You know, companies like to add thank you for calling or good morning to make it sound more professional.
Okay, my next question is what type of word is hello?
Okay, let me check on that quickly.
My question is what type of word is hello?
Hello is a interjection. It expresses some kind of emotion, kind of like hey or wow. It's also a greeting though, but technically it falls under that category where it bursts out to get attention.
Okay, my next question is hello considered an interjection?
Yes, exactly. Hello is officially considered an interjection. It's the same category as words like hey or oh, words that show emotion or start conversations. It's not a noun, verb, or adjective. It just sort of exists to greet someone or get their attention.
Okay, my next question is how is hello pronounced in different accent?
Let me see what I can find. Mm. So, hello can sound pretty different depending on the accent. In British English, they tend to emphasize that final O sound more. Well, American accents vary quite a bit. Also, the way you say it changes the tone, can sound certain or hesitant depending on your voice.
Okay, my next question is what is comes of hello?
Let me just pull up some data. The story of hello actually goes pretty far back. It comes from older words like hollow or hollow from the 1820s. And those words used to grab someone's attention, maybe like hailing someone. That leads all the way back to Old German, like hailing a ferryman. It didn't become the regular greeting until Edison promoted it in the 1880s. And funnily enough, Bell himself wanted people to use ahoy instead.
Okay, my next question is can hello express emotions?
Yeah, definitely. Hello can actually show a ton of different emotions depending on how you say it. You can sound warm, friendly, formal, excited, or even confused.
Okay, my next question is hello used in written language?
I think you meant hello rather than raw.
Okay, my next question is hello how is hello used in grammar?
Let me check.
Please continue.
So, hello is technically an interjection. That's a grammar term. It stands alone and doesn't really fit into sentences the same way nouns or verbs do. You can use it by itself as a greeting, or sometimes it'll start a question like, hello, is anyone there? But that's about it. It doesn't really change form or take articles like or the in front of it.
Okay, Maya. So last advice is the my viewers.
I I think you might have cut out there, Chaudhry Hamid Ali. I didn't catch the whole question. Can you try saying the last part again?
Okay, I hope you like it. Viewers मिलकर रकम से नए मिलते हैं अगले मैं साथ तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़ पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद जहां स्कूल जिंदाबाद